What's up, YouTube? My name is Dell. I also go by The Real Dell, and I'm a filmmaker and music extraordinaire. Alright, that's a little bit much. Once I'm talking, I'll probably drop in a few clips of the work that I've done, my portfolio, and stuff like that, just so you can see, what I'm working with and what I've been doing.
When we gonna love, when I'm gonna love again. No present is taken. Showing you what's up and I'll hold you down again. No present is taken. I wanna love you. No present is taken. Give you the world, let me define you. No present is taken. Got me digging your style. I know when you're.
So basically, I've been filming for like 5 years, and before that, I've been working on music for like maybe 15 years going, making music, writing songs, mixing, and doing all kinds of stuff like that. So I really decided to start filming because I wanted to find a way to market my music. That's really what led me into filming. Prior to that, I had actually, I was avidly involved in like photography, and I was filming my friends performed. They would like they had like a hip hop group, and they performed and did shows, and I used to record all the shows and edit them and chop them up, obviously with the intention of maybe taking filming seriously at a certain point, but I never really took it to the next level until my music started to get better. So I realized that basically I wasn't going to be able to to find videographers in the Seattle area where I'm based, videographers and people that that can shoot your music videos. It's really tough to find people that can do a great job, and are honest, and and stuff like that. So that's really the reason why I decided to get into it, so I could take care of my own needs, as far as like filmmaking goes. I don't want to keep like going through the history part of it unless people want to hear about it. So put in the comments below if you want to know the background of how I got into filmmaking and why, and all those things, all those reasons why. But what I do want to talk about is the reason why I'm here, why I'm in front of you right now, is because I've done everything that I can, and I think anybody with a little bit of common sense in 2022 can really probably come to the conclusion that if you're running any type of business, you will need to be or have an online presence, and you probably need to start a YouTube channel. I mean, it's not for everyone. It's definitely something that I've kind of stayed away from for years and years up until now. I feel that I've done everything that I can in my power to be able to put myself to the next level. I've shot commercials, I've shot a lot of weddings, I've shot a lot of parties. I've done pretty much any type of project that you could think of. I've done it, creative or corporate, whatever it is, I've done it. And I think at this point, it's just about, if you want to scale up, you need help, and you need to be discoverable. So in order to get help, people need to know that you exist. And I think for me, that's really why I am today, and I'm just trying to move forward from that. I built the business to be quite proficient, but I feel that this is the right time to get into this new phase. Basically, trying to advertise myself and try to brand myself, and bring all the knowledge and understanding that I have, and maybe I'll be able to share something with people. But I also want to be able to take feedback and help from people as well. So I'm basically just trying to expand and figure out ways I can solve problems quicker than anything than actually trying to solve them myself. So and that's really the main reason why I've decided to start a YouTube channel. This YouTube channel, I want to talk about, like, I guess my experience being a black filmmaker or a filmmaker in general, and also trying to blend that to be to become a business with the music side of it, balancing the two kind of monsters, if I may say, and trying to kind of bring it all together so that it actually is a functioning kind of single company. In the beginning, obviously, I started with the music, but I decided to kind of split the two because mainly the issue was the type of content that you do when you're making, music videos and that kind of heavily vested industry in entertainment might not necessarily be the content that you want associated with, maybe if you're shooting weddings and you're doing commercials and you're dealing in that kind of space. These two spaces tend to be so much different, especially when you're doing hip hop, pop music, R&B music videos. And on the other hand, you're shooting weddings, you're shooting, kind of religious, kind of, vested kind of projects. And then those two things kind of clash a little bit. So my idea was to take, those two kind of, polar opposite, polar opposite sides of the business and just kind of split them in half and basically just do a whole thing with just music and then do a whole thing with just the film company. But I do want to stress this. This is the one thing that I found interesting, in everything that I've done up to this time is I think that in 2022, if you have a company, you absolutely have to have your own film company. What do I mean? It doesn't mean that you have to own, big production, equipment and you have to have a crew. I mean that you absolutely have to have a decent camera at the very least, a decent computer with editing software on it, whether it's a Mac or whatever your preference is. But you need to be able to shoot and cut videos that are decent to market your business. This is absolutely important. It's a no-brainer at this point. And I feel that there aren't a lot of people like me out there that are, musicians and filmmakers at the same time. I keep getting people telling me the same thing. As I started uploading my content, onto the internet, everyone is asking me questions of how I'm shooting my music videos, how I'm able to make the sound come out clean, how I write the songs, and all this information. And I always took it for granted. I never really thought, much of it. But now that I'm really thinking about it, as I'm going through YouTube, I follow filmmakers and I follow musicians, I follow producers, but I haven't found anybody that's like really like dead center, like does everything, at once at the same time. And I've been doing that for a greater part of the last 10 years of my life. I've been making music and shooting videos and doing photography and in that kind of realm, and I've done it professionally. So it just dawned on me that maybe I need to get out there, maybe at the very least share my information, but at the very most I'd like to also expand and grow my business. So that being said, I don't want to keep going. I don't know where I'm at yet with all this, with all this business stuff and the YouTube stuff. So I'm really relying on people hopefully commenting below and telling me what you guys want to know. I'm really relying on people picking my brain and just asking questions, or maybe have comments, and also check out the work that I've done. And and just if you have comments and if you have questions about equipment, I have a lot of equipment and experience with equipment. What do you guys want to hear? I don't have a lot of time to put into this if I'm not having a lot of response on here. But anyways, I'm still gonna try to do my best and introduce content to you guys. So that's it, guys. Follow me at Delaware Films, or you can look me up as Real Del if you want to check out some of my music and watch my music video that just dropped last year. It's called Grando. I did the lighting on that video. I did the the planning and all the other stuff, and I had my videographer and friend shoot the video for me because obviously I can't shoot it and also be in the music video. But I did the lighting, I did all the equipment, so I know all the equipment that was involved in how I planned out that music video. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, let me know, man. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, comment, and let's build this channel, and let's come together and solve each other's problems. Thank you. Hope to hear from you soon. Out.